You know it's for somebody that's lost a loved one. It means a lot to them, so you just try and make every coffin with a bit of respect on it. It takes 2.5 days to make one. So there's a lot of work in it. I think people at the start, they were buying them was for sustainability. Other people thought that they were cheap. But it wasn't until people started using them and started seeing them at wakes. I mean, I know people that they would have said, no way I would use one of them. You know, they would have called them a creel until they actually seen them, you know, in a chapel or at a wake or at a funeral. Then they actually seen how nice they were. And people just thought they were nicer, more softer, more comfortable looking than a traditional coffin. They're definitely getting more popular as time went on. When I started this year first, my mother said to me, no way you're going to bury me in one of them. She would have been of old stock, like she was 96 when she died. So she says, I'm not going to be buried in a creel. And then she had attended a couple of weeks in that there when she seen them. And then she come back to me then and she says, I was wrong with it. I said, she says, I think they're lovely. I would be honoured, she says, to be buried in a coffin that you made. Now that I've seen it, I think they're beautiful. And as I say, I made one for her. I actually made it for a couple of years before she died. I didn't tell her that, but I wanted to have it there just because, as I say, of her age, you knew it was inevitable. So I made it and then kept it to one side 2-3 years before she died. Probably a perfectionist, like, you know, I like to make every one better than the last one I made. And every time I make one, as I say, you know what it's for. It's going to be something special to somebody. It's somebody's loved one. So I'm probably my own worst critic. But I like to be able to stand back when I have it finished and say, that, you know, that that's better than the last one, and that you're doing your best to make it as nice as you can for somebody, just to maybe make it a bit easier for them.